I love wrestling.
Check us out. And you love wrestling.
We love wrestling. Watch that shit.
Even rapping.
My name's Alice Crowley, and if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, we love wrestling.
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 We love wrestling. I told you, we love wrestling. Yeah!
Welcome back, guys. Welcome to another Women in Wrestling. And today, Far East Side representative, Indianapolis representative. If you had to ask me if I had a top five out here right now, I would put her up in the top five. Just because
Top one. Top one.
What'd you say?
I said top one.
Top five and not the bottom
top.
four. We'll say that then.
There
We
we go.
got Big Al on the Far East Side. Alice Crowley, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good myself. Before we even get into it, Al, we'll go into the Indianapolis stuff later. Got to ask you, first question we always ask, why do you love wrestling, or what started your love for wrestling?
Oh, geez. That's a pretty big question. So I love wrestling. Well, I've always loved wrestling, but the thing that got me started, I actually was introduced. I mean, I watched wrestling when I was a kid, but whenever I finally got the chance to go and see it live, that's when my love for it like really picked up. Because my cousin is best friends with, or was best friends with Juwan Thomas, or he wrestles. He still wrestles to this day. He wrestles on the Summit shows and stuff. You'll see him on there sometimes. But they were best friends, and Jawan was wrestling at a downtown promotion called WCWO, and I ended up going there with my cousin and my dad. And then ever since then, I was like, oh, I gotta do this. This looks like so much fun. And yeah, and so now we're here.
Now you're here. Wrestling, did you have any favorites? You said you used to watch wrestling when you was young. Did you have any favorites when you was growing up?
Well, I always like the old school guys. Those are my favorite. Always. Girls, don't really have a favorite female wrestler. I mean, my gear is definitely inspired by Rhea Ripley, but you know, I do like her. I do enjoy watching her. But if I was to say if I had a favorite female, it'd probably be Charlotte. I love Charlotte. I always did, even when I was a kid. But no, like her dad. Yep, the older guys. Those are, because I don't know, it's just something about them, and I like the old school style wrestling. That's just how, and I mean that's how I wrestle too. The old
Come on,
school
Al,
style.
we can talk about we can talk about the older guys. Who some of your people? Come on.
Well, I mean, all of my trainers. I mean, obviously, like the older wrestlers and whatever, but like my trainers, they also wrestle old school, and so I would always have to go back and watch the older matches, because you know, in training and stuff, they would make us watch matches so we can learn, and like they would teach us something in training, and then they'd be like, go watch this match, to kind of help, you know, progress my knowledge and stuff. And so we would, you know, we'd sit and we watch like Dean Malenko and Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair and, you know, people like that, especially Dean Malenko. That was like the main one. She's like, this is, you know, because not super big character, and that's how I was whenever I first started, like, you know, because I wasn't really that character type of wrestler, and so she was always like, you know, watch him. So that's, yeah, basically.
You talking about my time of wrestling? You know, my first event that I ever went to, and I tell people this, is the Great American Bash '89. So, and then I remember like the WCW years. You know what I'm saying? I remember the Man of 1,000 Holds. You said you didn't have no character.
Well, when I first started, I don't know if you ever saw my gear. Actually, in one of these posters, there's one all the way up here, but I used to have this gear that was orange and blue, like a navy bluish. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but everyone used to call it my couch gear, because it looked like a grandma couch or whatever. But at that time, I was still trying to come up with a gimmick, and then somebody told me the best gimmick that you can have is yourself, and I was like, easy, right? Just be myself, right? It doesn't get easier than that. So, yeah, I just started wrestling like myself. So
So,
that's, I mean, basically just me turned up by 1,000.
so wrestling as yourself, okay. So if somebody just seeing you for the first time, if they see you on OVW or see you at a Summit show or see you coming up on Black Label Pro, what character would they get from you?
Well, they probably would call me a bitch, but that's okay. Especially when I'm heel. But no, more of like that Thrasher style. I don't ride a skateboard, however, I can snowboard, and I've actually never attempted to skateboard, but I can ride a unicycle too. I don't know if you've ever seen my spot at Black Label that I did
I was there.
with the unicycle. You were there. You were there.
I was there.
But yeah.
That I remember. So how would you even come up with using a unicycle in a match since you brought it up? Let's talk about it.
Actually, if you get on YouTube, there may be a video that you can watch, and it's me when I was like maybe 8 or 9, riding a unicycle. Like, I've known how to do it my whole life. It was a Christmas present from my father when I was little. I didn't ask for it, but you know, like kids ask for bikes and stuff, and I would assume I asked for something kind of similar, but he gave me a unicycle, and I was like, I can't ride this, you know? And then he was like, yeah, you can, and then he kind of helped me, and I actually learned how to do it in about 2 weeks, and then I've just known how to. Like, it's one of those things, you learn how to ride a bike, and it's the same thing, you don't ever forget how to do it. But yeah.
Uh-oh, Big Al. Unicycles, 317, Naptown. I got to ask this to you. How does it feel going to a school less superior than like Lawrence North?
Well, I went to Warren Central.
Mm-hmm.
But Lawrence North, they were definitely one of our big rivalries. But no, like everyone would always say like, oh, Lawrence North is better, Lawrence this, Lawrence that. I'm actually closer to Lawrence, just the Lawrence High School. There's Lawrence North, and then there's just Lawrence, I think, right?
Lawrence Central.
Yeah,
we
I'm closer
don't
to
talk about them.
Exactly. That's why I didn't go there. That's why I went to Warren. But no, Warren, I mean, they're better in everything. Literally. Go look up all their stats and everything. Everything. Kill all of them and everything. Especially running. I ran cross country there for Warren Township for 7 years, and I ran a cross country track for 7 years, and then I dove for 2 years.
Cross country track, then you did diving.
Mm-hmm.
So if I sum this up, you were still wrestling while you were in high school, correct?
Yeah, actually, I started wrestling in 7th grade.
Okay. So how do you transition from 7th grade? Who's training you to wrestle in 7th grade?
So I started training at WCWO when I was in it was 7th grade going into 8th grade. And the guy, his name was Don Basher. He's since passed, but he was my first ever trainer. And then from then it just kind of, I kept moving to a bunch of different places. I got picked up by Randy West and Joseph Schwartz. They trained me for a while too, with help from like Apollo Star, Drew Skills, Tom and Troy Van Zandt, Bobby Black, a bunch of people. There's so many people I could name that helped with my training, and I'm grateful for all of them. But yeah, and then I don't know. I started at 14, and I've been wrestling ever since, and I turned 21 this year, so I've been doing it a minute.
7 years. Let's see. What's one of your best experiences from wrestling in these last 14, these last 7 years? My goodness.
Well, I could tell you a funny story. One of my favorite experiences is the School of Smothers. Tracy Smothers. I did
Tracy
a
Smothers.
seminar / like camp with him. And it was a 3-day camp. We spent the night, one of those nights, and me and my friend, we slept in the ring while everyone, was like sleeping in the locker room and stuff. They let us sleep in the ring, and it was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. I would never do it again in my life. But in the morning, we were supposed to wake up at 8 a.m. and start training. And I was looking everywhere for my gear bag. Couldn't find it. Literally looking up and down everywhere. And I just got to the point where they started training and I didn't have my stuff. And I was like, I'm not missing out on training. So then I just started training. And then whenever Tracy woke up, he would have problems with his hips and stuff. And he pulled my bag out from between his legs and held it up in the air and was like, "Whose bag is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's mine." And I thought like somebody stole it or something, but he just used it to help support his knees. He found it, grabbed it, stuck it in between his knees, and then fell asleep with it. And I was like, "Well, there you go. There's my bag."
Shows you had that drive, just still practicing without your gear and everything. Like, I'm still gonna do this.
Yeah, I mean, like I paid money. I was not gonna miss it.
Right. So this coming across my head. Started 14 wrestling all this time. How are you good? You might still be doing school now with colleges. How do you balance all this with your life and everything at such a young age with everything going on?
It's really hard. I'll say that. It's very hard. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, I was wrestling since 7th grade. Going into high school, that's when it got really tough. My schedule, this is not a joke. I would wake up at 6 o'clock every day, get dressed, go to school, be there for 7 hours, get out of school, go to cross country practice. I'd be there for 3-ish hours, and I'd have to leave at 4:30, so 30 minutes before training, or 30 minutes after cross country practice, or before cross country practice ended. So I'd miss 30 minutes of that just so I could make the drive to training, to wrestling training, and I'd be there for like 3 or 4 hours a night. I'd get home at like 10:30, eat, go to sleep, and do it all over again. And I did that every single day of the week, every single day. It was rough. I'll say that. My body was tired. But that's when I was in the best shape of my life, so I need to get back to that. But no, since then, after I graduated high school, I did do my first year at college, but trying to balance college compared to high school is a lot different. So I finished my first year. And actually, while doing all this stuff in high school, I also was going to a nursing home to get my CNA license. So I am a licensed CNA as well. And I am certified in dementia care, and I'm a health science specialist. I did all this stuff in high school. And then I got a bunch of double credits. So then when I did my first year of college, I would have all of this stuff done. So then whenever I decide to go back to college, I just have to do the classes that that are required for me to get, whatever I'm trying to get. So yeah, basically, it is very hard to balance, but it's doable. It's definitely doable.
It's crazy. You just said you work with people with dementia, but you
Yeah,
out here trying to
those
give.
are my favorite people. They're my favorite.
But you out here trying to give people dementia and matches and everything.
So I can take care of them, duh.
I'm trying to figure
Put them in the
out
hospital, I just go take care of them.
where it's at. So turned up to 1,000. I'm going to ask a question. Are you a bully in real life?
You ask anybody who I'm related to, they'll say yes. If they're my friend, they probably would also say yes. So, yes. Me, though, if I was to answer that question, maybe not.
I've just been checking out some shows, and I'm like, man, you like a mean girl down there in Louisville?
I mean, like I said, it's just me turned up by 1,000. So
can we talk about Summit Pro?
Summit.
Yeah, you being a champion
Oh,
out there beating up everybody every week, well, every month.
yeah. Just recently, we had it was a good housekeeping match. That was my last match there.
I was very
Cause
call it a housekeeper match. Yeah, good housekeeping.
yeah, did you get to watch that one?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Yeah, oh, it was quite a match. It was definitely a fun match. I really enjoyed it. Um, but no, like for the whole reason why we had that match is because of Jeremy Hadley and his little colleague Kenny Cage. I don't know if you know them, but yeah, we had a little storyline going, and saying women belong in the kitchen, being misogynists and stuff, and I was like, oh, I gotta take care of that. So that's exactly what I did. And he also stole my belt too, so I had to get that back. But yeah.
I've seen a lot of people come out and face you over there. Who's gonna be your next opponent?
My next opponent is that I can never pronounce his name right. Cavron Canyon, I think is how you pronounce it. It's K. It's spelled with K's.
Yeah, Cavern Canyon. He a country boy, I know that much.
Yes, he is.
He kind of crazy, but you don't have no problem with the intergender matches.
Nope, not at all. I was well, I don't know if you know anything about IWA, but
Mid-South?
I do what?
IWA Mid-South?
Yes, Mid-South. Me and at the time, her name is Logan Couture now, but at the time it was Becky Idol. We were the tag team champions, not women's. It was the men. So we were the first women to gain men's titles, as you could say, men's titles, in that company. So, yeah, we wrestled. I think it was 5 other tag teams or 4 other tag teams. I think there was 4 or 5 tag teams in total. And all the rest of them were men except for us. So, yeah, and we got them. So, I mean, I guess you could say, like, I don't have a problem wrestling guys, but I'll definitely put the boots to them. That's for sure.
Putting the boots to them. This is our random part of the interview. We usually have 1 or 2 other people here, and they ask these type of questions. So, I'm going to put a Naptown twist on it. What's your favorite pizza place in Indianapolis?
Pizza place. Okay. That's a good question. Oh, well, Goodfellas is good. I like Goodfellas a lot. Their pizza is huge. Literally, one slice of pizza is as big as your head. I can never finish just one. But yeah, I would say Goodfellas probably. Yeah. I'm not a real big pizza fan, but I do like Goodfellas pizza. That's for sure.
I was going to ask a area question, but you're not old enough to be at the bars yet, Big Al, so we ain't gonna talk about that.
No, not yet.
Which side of town do you like most, west side or east?
East side. That's where I'm from.
Far east side. Your favorite smell?
My favorite smell? Lavender. I love lavender.
Like, is it Bath and Body Works got this lavender candle?
Actually, I don't know. That's a good question.
Somebody gave me one, and I was a little hooked, and I got one right here. Nah, that's the black tie, but they got this lavender candle that's ridiculous.
You know that Warm Glow, the outlet store?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I get all my candles at. Those ones are the best. The Warm Glow candles.
Okay. So what's your favorite store to go to?
My favorite store. You know that Karma Records? in
Is it
it's
still open?
off Washington in Post.
Is it still open?
Oh yeah, I used to have my T-shirts in there.
I didn't know it was still open. Yeah, that's I know what you're talking about.
Yep, I used to have my T-shirts in there. My cousin used to work for Karma too, so yeah.
Karma, yo, you real Indianapolis.
Karma Records.
What's your go-to song to listen to?
Go-to song. Oh, that's hard. Well, anything Funkadelic, that's for sure. I love Funkadelic.
Okay, anything Funkadelic. Last one. If you could be reincarnated as any animal.
A cat. Hands down, cat. I would love to be a cat.
Okay.
They do nothing all day. Sleep, eat, poop. That's it. I'd love to be a cat.
All right, we there then. I got to ask, I'm sitting here and thinking, every time AEW comes to Indianapolis, we see you on the pre-show, see you in Ohio and Kentucky and everything. You know, how's working, the AEW Darks?
Oh, I love doing the AEW Darks. They're a lot of fun. It's a little nerve-wracking, I will say that, just because usually you don't know if you're wrestling up until like an hour, 2-ish hours before. And then also, if you don't get a match, that could also be nerve-wracking because it's like, but at the same time, hey, I get to sit in catering if I don't have a match. That's cool. But no, I would definitely prefer having a match. Just for the experience and getting to talk to people and, understand how other people get and how they do their matches and, just kind of a respect thing. But yeah, I do really enjoy doing the AEW Darks. They're a lot of fun.
I feel like last time we was at a show, I was tired. And we was leaving out. And my son looked and we kept going and he was like, "Hey, I think Big Al was in the crowd." And I was like,
I was.
I was like, she was in the match earlier. He was like, but I think she was in the crowd. I was like,
yeah, they'll do like the seat filling sometimes, but yeah, they had me seat fill. Where was that? I think that was in Indy, right?
Yeah, it was Indy. So we were on the floor, and I think he saw you in the stands, like second row or something.
Yep.
And I was like, I went back and I watched on TV. I was like, that was her. I was just like, man, I'm ready to go. But he was like, she's right there. I'm like, oh, my son know who Big Al is. I was like, okay, we out here then. I'm going to ask this question, but don't get upset or anything, because this is the most serious question that we ask here. It's a big question now. The Rock or Stone Cold?
The Rock. I'm so sorry. I love The Rock.
We are out here with The Rock. Where's my tally sheet? Hold on. I think we almost there. The Rock is at 15. Stone Cold is at
what's the 15 to what?
To 6.
To 6? Okay.
Yeah. This is about the fourth time we doing this. The Rock overall has won 2 times, and Stone Cold has won 1.
Have you seen that show? I think it's called Young Rock or something like that.
Yeah, on NBC. That's my stuff.
That's a good show.
I don't know about the actors that they have play the wrestlers, but that's my show.
It is a good show.
I'm with it. Food question. I don't know. Al, you eat grits?
Grits?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. We good. We good then. We ain't gotta go there then. We ain't got to go there.
No grits for me.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I'll be mad if I don't ask this. Big Al. Who gave you the nickname? How you get it?
Oh, Big Al. Actually, that is a nickname I got from my cross-country teammates. My teammates would give everyone names. My sister's name was Zipper, which is like weird. I don't know. Her name is Zoe.
Zipper?
But they called her Zipper. another one of my friends, she her name was Elizabeth. They'd call her E-Sig. And then my name was Big Al. So yeah, it was just something that one of my teammates gave me. So, and I was bigger than the rest of the girls. I was the biggest girl on the team because all the girls were all small, tiny, little legs.
So
I
Big
was the
Al,
biggest one. So
what's
Big
on
Al's where it came from.
what's on the front of your hat?
Big Al.
I mean, Big Al right there, but like, what's behind the bill? Nothing.
Nothing. Just Big Al.
How
On
how
the bill.
how can we get a Big Al hat?
You want a Big Al?
Yeah, I want a Big Al hat.
I actually was selling a few while ago, but they didn't. They're a little expensive to produce, so.
I know they are.
But
So I'm going to ask this, and I got two more questions after this. The first thing is Naptown All Pro gets a championship, Big Al. Don't you think you should be like the first one to get that title? Because I mean, there's a lot of people
duh.
that say they from Indianapolis.
Naptown
but
without me? Which one of them else is local? Which one
that's
of them
what
was
I'm
born
saying.
here, raised here, lived here, went to the high school down the street? None of them, just me. So
You
yeah,
gotta
it should be
talk
me.
to them about this, because when they be like I'll be like, no, you're not from Indianapolis, Indiana. You're from Greenfield, or you
I'm
moved
like,
here.
bruh. Anywhere that's not East Side, Indianapolis, they ain't got it right. They ain't got it right. No, because literally, when I tell you I live 5 minutes from the venue, I literally live 5 minutes from the venue. I could walk there if I wanted to.
Big Al, I literally live like 7 minutes from the venue. I feel you.
See, you can walk too. We can walk together.
I could walk. I could get on a bike. I used to ride my bike from my old house to Washington Square is a longer trip than getting to the venue. Like,
Literally.
I've been to, and okay. Naptown All Pro.
See, we're calling you out. We're calling you out.
You got a guy out here, and I talked to him about it. You calling him the protector of Naptown, and he ain't got no type of Naptown in him. I think him and Big Al need a match.
Who's this? Isaiah?
No, Darian Bankston.
He calls himself that?
Every
Bro, I'm
time
a
he comes
protector.
out, J Rose calls him the protector of Naptown, and I had to
People are
confront him.
saying they're this and this and this and that. I'm like, bro, none
I
of
was
y'all
like-
know. None of y'all know. Trying to own a company.
I was like, "How are you the protector of Naptown?"
That
you
makes no
from-
sense.
I don't. Did you
Yeah,
say
you
you want
call him
Isaiah
out.
Bronner? I didn't bring that
Call
up.
him
You want Bronner?
Do what?
Did you say you want Isaiah Bronner?
Did I say that?
I didn't bring that up. You brought his name up.
Hey, I thought that's who you're talking about, but I know he says he like owns Nap or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Him and Jocelyn are bad news. You know what it should be? Me and Hoodfoot versus those two. Teach him a lesson.
Hoodfoot said he was done with Bronner, though.
He did?
Yeah, he said he was done with Bronner at the last show because Bronner didn't show up. Said he was ducking him. So who
Yep,
knows?
he's
That would
ducking.
be a hell of a. How you gonna
Hey, I'd
team
be
with
done with him
somebody?
too if he's ducking me. You
How
know
you
what?
gonna-
Fine.
How you gonna team with somebody after you knocked them out, though?
Because me and Hoodfoot, we got a different type of love. He started with me. He when I tell you, I gave that man like my first suplex ever. Hoodfoot. Suplex to Hoodfoot. Swear on everything. First suplex ever was Hoodfoot. He's been there since day one. Literally day one.
Naptown All Pro. We gonna make the match happen. It won't happen at the anniversary show, but after that anniversary show, year 2 of Naptown All Pro, it may be a match that you need to look into.
Maybe. Hey, I'll do it. I know Hoodfoot.
She said she'll do it.
Hey, I'll do it. You're like, which way is she?
Over here, J Rose, expect a DM or a phone call. Boom, right over there. Let's get Big Al to Texas.
Let's get Big Al to Texas.
So the next
Get
thing
Big Al to Texas.
we're gonna put that in the video. Get Big Al to Texas.
Get Big Al to Texas.
So the next thing we do here is called or put yourself
Oh
over.
God, put myself over.
This is okay, Big Al. All you do is you let them know your social media, things you got coming up, ways they can support you,
Well,
how
that's
to
easy.
get a t-shirt. You just put yourself over.
Okay, so socials, Instagram is Alice_Crowley_. Facebook is just Alice Crowley, and then Instagram, or I already said Instagram. What am I missing? Twitter is Alice Crowley 19. Yep. And then shows I got coming up tomorrow. I got OVW, and then this Saturday I've got a show in West Virginia. Yeah, and then I'm gonna be in Vegas on the 29th.
You're gonna be in Vegas on the 29th?
No, not Vegas. LA. I am going to Vegas for that grab house though, sometime soon. We'll see about that though.
Wait, Big Al, did you just say you're gonna be in Vegas? I mean, in Cali on Mania Week?
I did.
You want some shows Mania Week?
Yep.
Oh, what? Can you announce the shows yet, or you can't say nothing?
Well, I'll wait for them to do it, and then you can see on my socials. Just go to my socials, and you'll find them whenever they announce them.
We about to see Big Al wrestle in Cali. You wrestled in Cali before?
I have not. I've never been there. I've actually never seen the ocean.
It's about to go down. Big Al in Cali. We're gonna get her to Texas next. Ooh.
And then Vegas, too. Whenever.
To where?
Vegas for Grub House.
When's their next show?
April 18th, I think.
And you also got to be in New Jersey, aren't you?
Yeah, I think it's on that day. So I can't go to that one. But we'll see. Maybe soon.
Big Al coming to a city near you. So she debuting all these places. We always ask, this is one of our last questions, Big Al. If you got 3 people you can face on the independent scene that you could bully.
That I could bully?
3 people you could have a wrestling match with. Who would those 3 people be?
You know, that's a really good question, but honestly, you can ask J-Rose this too. They ask me all the time, hey, who do you want to face? Who, give us some people that you want to wrestle. And I'm like, I'm down to wrestle anybody. It doesn't matter. But one person that I would really like to wrestle again is that Sebastian Leshaun. I wrestled them at Circle 6 this past weekend. Yeah, and it was a really fun match, and I really, really enjoyed wrestling them. So if I could wrestle them again, I definitely would. Other than that, I mean, I'm just down to wrestle whoever wants to wrestle me. I don't make lists. I don't. It's just whatever comes, and I enjoy every single one.
Now I gotta think in my head, who would I want to see you wrestle? 1 second. Got my wall of wrestlers back here. Let's see. Have you ever wrestled? No, I'm not giving that one up to the people. I definitely can't get that one up. Because you never been to Texas. There's a whole slew of people in the Texas area who I think you would match up with. But maybe we can get one of them up here for Naptown All Pro.
Potentially.
So you don't do it there, people? Yeah. Other than that, Big Al, what's your favorite thing to do in Indianapolis?
My favorite thing to do in Indianapolis? Well, Indianapolis is pretty boring when it comes to doing stuff.
Naptown, okay.
There isn't a lot. However, I do like going to parks and stuff and doing stuff there. The art museum is fun. Like going to the art museum. Stuff like that. Yeah.
The art museum?
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been there. It's called Newfields. They got like the stuff where it's like interactive and stuff. I don't know. It's like weird.
Big Al said, I don't know if you ever been there. Big Al, have you ever watched the movie In the Back of the Fields?
Never watched a movie, but we used to do the 100 Acres, like with the skeleton dude that was on the ground. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what we used to do when
summertime.
I was a kid.
They used to have the movies out there in the summertime. I think it was maybe right before the pandemic or right after it, and I remember I saw Friday out there, and I was like, "Yo," had all type of drinks and everything. It was a fun time. They need to bring that back.
I think I know. I think I do know what you're talking about.
Newfields, right over there on the west side of 30th. That's one of the only things I do on the west side. No, sorry, Indianapolis. I love all of Indianapolis, but far east
side is the best side.
But Big Al, are you gonna be on the Naptown All Pro anniversary show?
Yes, of course. Where else would I be? Can't miss it. It's an anniversary show.
You might be booked and busy. You said and the pre-show?
No, I said it's an anniversary show.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying you might be booked and busy. You know, you never know.
That is true. But
April 30th, guys. I don't remember what they said the name of it was, but I know it's going down. They haven't announced the venue either, but I know it's going down. They haven't. We know one match. But I can tell you that we love wrestling probably for the last time for anyone. Our last event we're sponsoring because it's in Naptown. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all look out for information on that. Last question, Big Al. Being that you don't have that much time and everything, is there anything going on in wrestling right now that you really enjoy?
Circle 6. Anything Circle 6. Literally anything. I watch all, like literally if you haven't watched any of their shows, some of them are on Fight, some of them are on IWTV. I'd go back and watch all of them. All their stuff is super entertaining and it's different. It's like nobody else's. Like everything they do is just, I'm like, that is my place. I'm gonna make it my place too. Just you watch. Just you wait. That's gonna be mine.
I was invited to one of the shows, but it was the same night that Young Jeezy came here, and I couldn't make it down there. And I was like, "Damn!"
You should have came because I was there. I was there.
I know. I still keep it in my head. I'm gonna make a Circle 6 show, but
you can watch it. I think that one's on Fight.
I
watched Guy on that one.
I saw it. I saw it. I saw what went down. But Circle 6 is also kind of crazy for me, you know?
Hey, I get it. I mean, it's crazy for me too, but I'll do it anyway.
Y'all, you know what? I'm not going there with you. Y'all be having like, I don't know. What's the deal with you in death matches?
Hey, it's okay.
What's the deal?
Do what?
What's the deal with you in death matches?
Oh, I ain't doing death matches. Am I stupid?
I mean, in Circle 6, you bound to do one day.
Hey, I ain't bound to do nothing there. I do what I want. I ain't doing no death matches.
Okay.
They want to have scars on their body, that's on them.
So there's no way they can ever get you into one?
Nope. I've been talking to Vinny. Oh, let me just say that. I've been talking to Vinny.
Okay.
I've been talking to Vinny.
Had to put it out there. Next year, guys, get Al into the 150. Women's top 150. Make sure you put eyes on her Thursday nights. OVW. Interesting storyline going on right now. Big Bully, Big Al. She with a whole crew.
Me and Freya.
You know, is Layla with y'all too, or what's going on?
Yeah, Layla's with us too. It's me, Freya, and Layla. Just beating people up in and out of the locker room.
They are doing that. They laying people out. Layla joined them. They beating up old friends and everything. Got nothing against it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But other than that, Big Al, thanks. Alice Crowley, guys, okay? You can call her Big Al. You can call her name's Alice Crowley, but thank you for giving us the time. Thank you for being a true East Sider. That's a shout at all y'all at Naptown All Pro. And man, make sure y'all follow all her stuff on social networking. If you don't know, today is 3/17, which is 317 day. Good day to put it out.
Oh, dang. 317.
She's too hype. But I'm Trey D, guys. And like I always say, if I love wrestling, and you love wrestling, then
We love wrestling.
It's too sweet for the culture.
Love wrestling,
and you love wrestling, then you're not here, you missing out. Is this show?